And so, like I'm saying, there is great opportunity in little tiny areas. So don't just count all these little tiny areas. But what that does is we're going to own all 3 of these storage facilities. And then guess what we're going to do, right? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to raise the rates, right? We're going to raise the rates and we're going to push the numbers because we're the only ones. And actually, both of those are on 5 acres. And there's definitely room to grow on both of them. We've already talked to the county, and I said, and because I had Chris, my acquisitions person, called the county, and he said, asked him if we could build on, and they just said, yeah, sure. If you need to build on, it's 5 acres. You can just, you can do whatever you want. It's fine. And so they already said yes to building on, and essentially we will just build on and add more units to these facilities here. And we won't do a lot of units, right? We'll probably do maybe 25 or 50 units at maybe 25 at each or something like this, or we'll figure it out. And then we'll just see if we can get those filled up. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll do that, because the one that we own right here, this Miss Lillian self-storage, does not have any room to grow at all. So we're like, it is what it is. It's like 65 units or something like that. It's a little tiny one. It's like one of our first ones we ever bought. And so we bought that one for $189,000, like maybe 3 years ago. And and so now we're going to have all 3 of these together. And that's like essentially what that is us creating a little tiny mini portfolio. Right. And eventually we'll have, let's say, 250, let's say 300 units. And then we can sell all 3 of these when they're completely full, and and at the highest, number that we can get them at, we can sell them to somebody that wants to buy an income producing property, with a little bit of value add. Definitely they'll be able to add more units on, but that's our goal in something like that. And this is exactly what we're going to be doing in Americus. Exactly. So essentially in Americus, which is kind of further, let's see, where is this down here? In Americus, it's the same exact way. So here's Americus. And, we have one in this area, but the goal now is to pick up a couple others and then just create a little tiny mini portfolio. And that's what Chris does, is like the rule is as soon as we get something under contract, we call every storage facility within like a 30-mile range. And we ask them all if they will sell and let them know, we just picked this one up in Americus and we're looking for a couple other ones. Would you be interested in selling? And so we create these little tiny mini portfolios. And the way that we do that, I mean, these facilities in these areas they're not a lot of money most of the time, unless they're 100% full and like at the highest price, but they never are. And so, we're the ones that get them kind of, value add them is what we do. And then we'll eventually sell them as a little package. That's our goal, is to sell them as a package. And we're actually getting to that point right now with some of the ones that we bought in the first couple years. And we're getting ready to sell those and 1031 exchange those into some bigger deals, and to do bigger deals. So that is our strategy on getting into storage investing. And so I apologize about like the Radius Plus thing. I'll figure it out. I know how to do it. Actually, I'll get Chris to do it. And then another time we'll also go through Radius Plus, but at least it gives you kind of an idea of some of the information that you can use in order to find properties, right? So you can use Radius Plus to acquire properties, and you can use it to look at the demographics and, and try to really look into Radius Plus and see like maybe where some of those hidden markets are. Right. That's the whole purpose of that, because we buy in the hidden markets. We buy in the areas that are not saturated. We buy in the outlining areas or in the middle of the states and stuff like that. And then we create mini portfolios. Right. So we'll buy small facilities and then we'll make up 300 units. And then eventually we'll sell those off as a little tiny package once we get those up and running and stabilized. Okay. That's our goal. That's our strategy.